we're out in the woods where we love to be, and we're doing a tour of our favorite deer stand. We call it the condo. It is like a little mini cabin out in the woods. It's over by our food plot, and we love it. We've got a beautiful view of the timber here. When I was actually building this stand in early fall of 2023, I had deer walk right up here. I guess they were curious. 3 does, but we see a lot of deer out of the stand. Took a lot of time, a lot of effort building it. Now, I built it in 2023. I waited 3 seasons to see how the deer were patterned. So I used what I observed hunting for several years, and I used some stuff from the past. There's an old ground blind right down here. Somebody took the effort to build, so it told me I was in a good location. Some prior owners had that old thing built, and it's right here on a trail. I got really good access. I can come in undetected. Don't really have to worry about the wind. The only time I need to worry about the wind is when I'm coming in and out, because once I'm in the stand, it is pretty much scent proof if I've got the window shut. I prefer hunting a northwest, north, or northeast wind, anything out of the north, but I have hunted this stand with southwest, south winds, and seen deer. So do your research, especially before you take the time to build a permanent stand. Make sure you've got the best location you can. This took me some time. It took me and a friend of mine several weeks to build, but we are very proud of it. It keeps us dry, keeps us warm, and it's just a good stand. I was very excited about it because it is in a great location. We've got a ridge up here that comes into the food plot. We've got bedding all the way around us here, so it's just a great location. Again, I've got really good access. I can get in and get out pretty much undetected. So that's a key too when you're looking for a spot to put a stand. Make sure you can get in and out. Pay attention to the wind. We make sure we're clean. We use the scent sprays and different things, but it doesn't matter. If the wind is in the deer's favor, they are going to smell you. So do everything you can to keep the wind in your favor. So that's what we did. We did a bunch of research. This is the stairway. We made sure we added this handrail this year. Very secure, very solid stand. I've got the foundation in concrete, 2 to 3 feet in the ground. It's built with treated lumber. It's just a very solid deer stand. It'll be here for a long time. We come back and keep it clean and check on it quite often, but it's pretty much the same as the year I built it, and that was 2 years ago. So very tickled with it. 14 feet off the ground. You got really good coverage. You can see a long ways. I had this side over here thinned this last spring. A lot of the deer we get hung up in here, but there's a lot of trails that cross off that ridge. So it's a good place to see deer. I see a lot of turkey out of this stand. A lot of wildlife. It's very peaceful. But put in the time, do the research, and find the best location, especially before you build one of these. Most of them are 4x6 or 6x6. Again, the inside's 8x8, and we've got this 4-foot porch, so this is 8x12. And we've had 5 full-grown men up here hunting. It's just a lot of fun. It's just like a good place to hang out. Well, that's enough. Let's take a look inside. Welcome to the condo. It's 8x8 with a 4-foot porch. fully insulated. I've sealed every crack, so it's airtight, and with the windows shut, it's pretty much scent free. But come on in, let me show you around. It's got a real door that locks. Got us a coat rack, old model 94 3030. We got a gear shelf up here. We got our Ozonics, some of our gear, which I'll take back to the house when the season opens. With these walls, this is made for studios. It's soundproof. It's about 1/2 an inch thick, and I use that inside. I like the color because from the outside, these DEERVIEW windows, I got them off DEERVIEW. I got a review on the page if you want to watch it. But these are great windows, and they've got the smoke tint, but I didn't want to be backlit or silhouetted, so it's a good rule of thumb in your deer stands to have it dark on the inside. That way when you're looking up from the outside, you can't see inside. So most all your ground blinds are made that way. So that's how I built this one. Now I left the roof normal to give us a little bit of light in here. And then again, every little crease, I sealed it with silicone, and then I went over it with this zip system flashing. And it's pretty much bug free. We don't have any issues with critters. I've got carpet on the floor to muffle the sound. Got real good comfy gaming chairs I got at Walmart. These will recline, sit up, but they're really, really nice. I've got my shooting shelf here. Makes a really good rifle rest. We've got sandbags and different things to help us make a good rest. The 4-foot window is the main window. It's overlooking the food plot. We've been blessed enough to harvest several deer out of this stand. We're 14 feet to the floor off the ground, so we're plenty high. Good elevation. We got really good, you can see really well. We got these two side windows. I mainly put them in here for light. Right now we've got our battery powered fans running. It is fully insulated, like I said, so it doesn't get real hot in here, and it doesn't get real cold. Last year during the season, the outside temperature was about 15, and we could only run our buddy heater in here just for a few minutes because it'd run you out. So it's really well insulated. I had my nephew slept in here. He spent the night in here hoping to catch a buck out in the middle of the field right at daylight. And he was comfortable. He just cracked the window so he had airflow. So really nice. We got couple of the deer that was taken. It's a young deer, but it was taken last year. This one, the light's hanging on. It's taken out of the stand. But yeah, it's really comfortable. I'm 6'2", so it's got plenty of headroom inside. It's got plenty of room. We've had 5 full-grown men up here, so it's a fun deer stand because you can sit up here. Again, it's soundproof, so you can sit up here and talk as loud as I'm talking with the windows shut, and you can't hear anything outside. I've tested it. I've ran a YouTube music video up here, shut everything off, and gone downstairs and could barely even hear it, and it was wide open. So I know the deer can't hear us when we're just talking. And we've been up here having conversations and had deer come out in the field. So proof's in the pudding. So it was a lot of work, but it was worth it. This is a great stand. I could bring grandkids, young kids. I can bring my wife up here, new deer hunters. It's a great place to just come and watch wildlife. It's a great place you could camp. I mean, it's like a little mini cabin. So we're very, very happy with it. Very proud of it. It's very off grid, so it's dark in here, so we got to use lights, but it is perfectly set up for hunting deer. Very, very happy with it. But yeah, 2x6 floors, treated. I use treated OSB on the floors all the way through, even to the porch. 4x6 post. They're 3 feet in the ground. Tied them off with 2x6s. Used 2x10s for the staircase, and that's all treated lumber. Everything built is treated except for the inside. The inside, which you don't have to have treated, 2x4s, but you can see the silicone. Even though it's got a piece of OSB on top of this, where the metal is, I still sealed all the cracks, so nothing can get in. Had a good friend help me, or I never got it up. The biggest challenge for us building this stand was getting the walls up, but my friend had a great idea and a great system. He used C-clamps. We built the walls obviously on the ground, put C-clamps on and used straps. We got up here on the platform once it was built and pulled the walls up. We got this wall up first, then this wall. Got them all tied together. Tied the roof. That got it really, really strong. And then I climbed up and put the tin on. But yeah, it was 2 years ago we built this, and it's as good as the day we built it. Very, very, very happy with it. I got this soundproof board at Lowe's, but it's made for recording studios. So the outside is mossy oak. They had that at Lowe's too. I don't know if they sell it every year, but it's really, really a good pattern. I love mossy oak, as you can tell. My favorite's bottomland, but the outside is mossy oak pattern, the plywood on the outside. The windows, if you use DEERVIEW windows, they have a really good system. When you order your windows, they'll give you the rough out cuts. So I had all the measurements I needed from DEERVIEW. They provided that, and then all I had to do once they come in was just put them in. I siliconed them and I used weather stripping. They didn't come out. The video that I got on the review of the DEERVIEW windows, they didn't have screws. The windows didn't come with screws. I had bought some screws, but my buddy, being the great friend that he is, had self-tapping metal screws, and they work perfect. We could just zip them right in, and they're really good, sealed. The review, when they're not mounted, they sound loud, but if you're careful, they're not that loud. Obviously, you just don't want to undo the latches or they'll snap, but they're pretty stealthy. Pretty stealthy. So yeah, I've got a log up here. I log all my hunts, record the date, and I can go back and review these when we had the most success. The date, the temperature, what time I got up here, the wind direction, the wind speed, the barometric pressure, very important. I see more deer when it's up or when it's climbing down. So after a system's come through, obviously the pressure goes up. Before a system comes in, you get low pressure, and it's a good time to hunt either extreme. But I log everything. I've got it all the way back to 2023. It's really good too to keep those memories. We keep these as memories too, casings. But yeah, we got everything we need up here. It's set up. You just come up and hunt. And again, it's a blast. It's the favorite stand on the property, obviously. We're going to get a video. We're going to build a smaller one, not near this size, probably a 6x6 in another location next spring. So we'll make sure we get that on the channel so you can see how we do it. But it will be insulated too. This is the only way to go. I recommend taking the extra time, spending the extra money, and insulating them. I mean, we're in southern Mississippi. You'd think, why would you do that? Well, it helps with sound. It helps keep heat, extreme heat, out of the stand. And it's really great in the wintertime. It does get cold here. So it just makes it a lot more comfortable. It increases your odds when you're hunting. So I recommend spending that. It doesn't cost that much extra. You got to get the insulation and obviously the board to put over, you know, to finish your walls. Most deer stands, you get them pre-built or whatever, and they don't have the inside done. But I recommend you finish them. Appreciate you guys watching. I hope the video is just as fun as I had building this stand. We love it. Lots of memories. Lots more to be made. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out. But y'all come back and see us when you get the chance.